For Oghuz, who grew up with the harsh winds of the steppe, life was a hunt. While other children played, he quietly drew his bow, his eye fixed on the heart of his prey. Every true arrow meant another day of food for his tribe, another day of survival. But he was not the only hunter on the steppe. The bold warriors of the rival Iron Sword tribe also rode the same lands. Timir, the son of their leader, was Oghuz's greatest rival. His gaze was hard, his hands never leaving the hilt of his sword. One day, the two tribes met at a water source. Words were as sharp as swords. "This water is ours," roared Timir. Oghuz replied calmly, "The water belongs to those wise enough to share it." The tension was like a drawn bowstring. The elders of Oghuz's tribe gathered in the great tent. Their Khan, Oghuz's father Kara Khan, was worried. "The Iron Swords want war," said one. "Oghuz's pride is fanning the flames," said another. Leadership required not just strength, but wisdom. Soon after, the Iron Swords raided. It was not a battle. It was a massacre. In the dark of night, they set the tents on fire and stole the herds. It was the beast itself, cruelty in human form. Among the burning tents and the wounded, Oghuz stood before his father. "We cannot let this stand," he said, his voice trembling with rage. "I will go to their tribe. I will confront their leader." This was not a childish challenge, but a warrior's oath. His father wanted to send some of his most loyal warriors with him, but Oghuz refused. "If I go with a group, we will be ambushed. If I go alone, I will move like a shadow," he said. He mounted his horse and disappeared alone into the darkness of the steppe. When he found the Iron Sword tribe, he went straight to the leader's tent. Timir and his father, Gakboru, known for his cruelty, were waiting for him. "Just a boy," Gakboru sneered. Oghuz replied, "A single spark can burn down a forest. I have not come to fight you, but your son. Leadership is won by blood." The challenge was accepted. Oghuz and Timir fought in the light of the flames. The clash of swords cut through the night. It was not a show of power, but a struggle for survival. Finally, a moment of carelessness from Timir gave Oghuz an opening. His sword struck deeper than it should have. When Oghuz returned to his tribe, he was received as a hero. But there was no joy of victory on Oghuz's face. He had taken a life for the first time, and that burden weighed heavily on his shoulders. That night, a boy had gone into the darkness of the steppe and returned as a leader who would unite his people, but who would always remember the price. His legend had begun that night,